What is up, you guys? It's your girl Des, back with another mother loving video. So what is up, you guys? So I actually came back on here to talk to you guys again. I had dropped my last video, which was a while ago. I'm trying to get better, but it's so hard. But I had dropped my last video a while ago about being a part of a blended family, and my views were decent on that video, and I absolutely love to talk. I absolutely love to give my opinion. So I decided to come back on here and have another discussion with you guys and just talk to you and give you my opinion as well as my views. And hopefully, I know I'm not the only one who, I guess you could say, who's like this. So sorry y'all, I had to take my steering wheel cover off so that you guys can see me, and I haven't started driving yet, but I am about to start driving, so hopefully my camera doesn't fall, but if it does, I'll pick it back up and continue to record. But yeah, I wanted to thank each and every one of you who did watch my last video. I feel like a lot of information was given in that video, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to being a part of a blended family. So thank you guys so much. If you have any ideas or anything that you want me to talk about, feel free to drop it down in the comment box down below. But yeah, so today I was actually scrolling through Instagram and I came across this photo, and it really like touched me because it just, like, when I was reading it, all I could think of was me. Like, this is me. This is what I need to correct about myself. Like, and I'll be the first to admit my flaws. I'll be the first to say things that I need to change. Like, some people say, like, you are so hard on yourself, but I feel like if I don't encourage myself, judge myself, or even put myself down, then nobody else will. Like, I have to continue to be honest with myself, and that's what I feel like a lot of people's issues are, I'll say. Sorry, when I'm thinking, like, I always look up and look around. Y'all probably like, what is she looking at? But I'm not looking at nothing. I'm just trying to think so that I can get my words out. But yeah, so like sometimes I am really hard on myself because I feel like if I don't push myself, nobody else will. So I try to keep that mentality, but then also at times it can like harm me. But anyways, I found this quote, and I don't want to call it a quote because it's kind of long, but it says, I'm slowly learning that even if I react, it won't change anything. It won't make people suddenly love me and respect me. It won't magically change their minds. Sometimes it's better to just let things be. Let people go. Don't fight for closure. Don't ask for explanations. Don't chase answers, and don't expect people to understand where you're coming from. I'm slowly learning that life is better lived when you don't center it on what's happening around you and center it on what's happening inside of you. Work on yourself and your inner peace. So like, that quote really touched me because, like, anybody who knows me, like, a lot of people be like, oh, when I first met you, I thought you were so mean and yada yada yada. Like, people say that I just got that resting bitch face, if that's what you want to call it. Sorry, excuse my language, but that's what a lot of people say about me. And when you get to meet me, like, I can be the sweetest person that you've ever met. Like, I'm one of those people, like, I know it might sound so cliche, but I'm one of those people where I will give you the shirt off of my back. Like, I will do any and everything for you, just because I'm a helping, loving, and caring person. Sorry y'all if I start crying, because this like subject just really touches me, because it's just like, I'm always the one to try to make situations better. I'm always the one giving a reaching hand, just helping people while being a listening ear, always having people's back, and just kind of forcing that relationship, or even forcing that that connection that is not always there. Like, I always find it so hard because I always continue to think that, well, if I love this hard, why can't you love this hard? Or if I love you this much, why can't you love me this much? If I care so much about you, why can't you care this much about me? And it's so hard for me to even fathom or even think that not everybody is like me. Like, not everybody has a caring heart. Not everybody loves as hard as I love. Like, not everybody knows how to love. Like, and not to even say that I'm perfect, because I'm not perfect. Nowhere near perfect. I have flaws, and there are times where I fall short, whether that's in friendships, relationships, with my family. Like, I fall short plenty of times, but it's just so hard to wrap your mind around the fact that people are not going to care for you the way that you care for yourself. And that's like so hard for me, because, you know, like, we all as human beings, like, we lack confidence in certain situations. We sometimes look at ourselves as, oh, we're not good enough and yada yada yada. And sometimes you look at that other person, whether that's a mom, a dad, a friend, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, to pick you up, lift you up, give you that confidence, and they're not always there. They're not always there to pick you up. They're not always there to speak wisdom into your ears or to tell you that everything is going to be okay, that you're doing great and you're going to be awesome. Like, there's not always somebody there. So we have to look within ourselves, reach deep inside to uplift ourselves, to tell ourselves that you're going to be great. This may be a bump in the road, but you'll get over the bump. Like, I don't know, it's so hard to explain, but I know that I'm not the only one that go through it. I know that I'm not this perfect person with this big heart, but I do know that when I look into situations, like, I mean, it can be the smallest thing. Like, let me give you guys an example. Like, this is how deep it goes, because it can be the smallest thing for me. So, prime example, if there's a room full of people, or if anybody knows me, you know that I live with a couple different people. And, say for instance, I'm hungry and I'm going to get dinner. I would never be that type of person to go and get dinner, bring it back home, and eat in your face. I feel like that's so rude. I will ask you, regardless if I know you just ate 5 minutes ago, I'm going to ask you, would you like anything from such and such place that I'm going to eat? Like, I just think that's so rude and inconsiderate to ever just think that, oh, it's okay to go out and get you food and not care about those that are around you. Like, that's just not me. And I don't know, but there are a lot of people that are like that. Like, I have been in plenty of situations where people are like that, and not that it's wrong, but I feel like it's rude. And that's just like, just a little piece of you can say like how my heart is. Like, I even feel bad, like, say for instance, if I'm taking my little sibling or my little cousin or something to a store or to the mall with me, like, I feel bad if I get myself something and I don't get them something. Like, it's just, I don't know. And like, some people say, well, you shouldn't feel bad, you shouldn't feel this way, yada yada yada. But I don't know, it's just me. Like, I care so much about other people. Like, I literally will give you my last. I don't care if it's the last penny in my pocket, in my bank account, I'm giving it to you if you honestly need it. Like, and that's just me. Like, I don't really hold grudges. Like, there are situations that I might come across in life where I'm like upset at you or disagree with you, man. I have the best relationship, but I'll always, in the back of my mind, in the back of my heart, love you and do what's best for you. Like, and I don't know, it's just so hard. And then just like looking at this quote, like, I know it's something that I personally need to change. And like I said, I know I'm not the only one. I'm not a big reactor, so I don't necessarily negatively react to situations, but I do like to talk about things. So if something is bothering me, I'm going to talk to you about it. I'm going to mention it. I'm going to bring it up. It's not like, I'm not going to let it go. And a lot of people say I am mean, but that's just because I speak my mind. Like, you're not going to hurt my feelings or make me feel some type of way and I don't speak on it. I'm sorry, but that's just me. Like, if I'm feeling some type of way or I'm feeling strong about a situation, I'm going to speak on it. And that may be something that I necessarily need to work on, that just because me speaking on it and telling you how I feel is not going to change how you feel. It's not going to make you love me anymore. It's not going to make you care for me anymore. It's not going to make you think, oh, I hurt her feelings, because obviously you didn't care from the beginning, so you're not going to care now. And the thing is that sometimes it's better to just let things be, let people go, and don't fight for closure. I can agree and disagree with that situation. I was in a similar situation, like, say for instance, with my dad, and like, let things be and don't fight for closure. I couldn't imagine myself letting things be. Like, as many times as I could have told him, I'm done with you, I don't want to discuss it anymore, like, I don't want to keep fighting. Like, as much as I said that and as much as I tried to make myself believe that, I couldn't think that. I couldn't let go, because I just felt like you are somebody that I need in my life. Not that I want, because I do want you in my life, but more importantly, because I need you in my life. I need you to be there for me. I need you. I need your guidance. Like, I need you to be a father in my life. So I couldn't let go. And I know in certain situations, like, you have to let go, because you will continue to beat yourself up about it. But for me, it's hard to let go, especially when I love and care about something or somebody. It says don't ask for explanations, which is extremely hard for me because I want to know why. I want to know why you feel this way. I'm just one of those people, because I know I express my feelings and I'm so strong about what I believe in, and I want to talk about it. I want to discuss it. It's so hard for me to say like, oh, I don't want an explanation from you, because I do. Why do you feel this way? Why are you thinking this way? Why did it even come to this? Why is this the situation? Like, I don't know. And then it says, don't chase answers and don't expect people to understand where you're coming from, which is another thing that's really hard, because like I said, it's so hard to fathom or think that you feel this way. I mean, whether that's even, I mean, that can be in any situation. Why do you tie your shoes this way? Or why do you, I mean, it could be literally anything. It doesn't even have to be anything deep. Like, if you feel strongly about something and you care about something and I do it this way for this reason. I mean, I'm not gonna say that, because I'm kind of reasonable and I'm understanding. So I will say, okay, well, if that's your way of doing it, and that's your way of doing it, as long as we get to the same end, or as long as we get the situation or whatever we're doing, if we're tying our shoes, as long as we get them tied, and that's all that matters. But sometimes you just want to know, why do you do it your way versus how I do it? Life is definitely lived better when you don't center on what's happening around you and center it on what's happening inside you, which, I don't know, it's so hard for me. Like, I literally love so hard. Like, I always think about everybody else before myself. I'm always putting myself last, and I'm always worried about, oh, well, what about such and such, and what about this, and I don't want to hurt their feelings, and what are they going to say about this, and yada yada yada. Like, I'm always just so worried about everybody else's feelings, and nobody gives a damn about me or my feelings or what I'm lacking, or if I'm struggling, or if I need help. Like, no one cares. Like, no one cares. So why do I care so much? Like, and I try to tell myself all the time, just worry about you, just worry about you, just worry about you. But I can't. Like, I don't care if I'm going to the movies. If I know such and such been talking about going to this movie, or I know such and such is at home bored, like, I want to invite them. I want to say, oh, do you want to go to this movie with me? Even though maybe it's just supposed to be me and Aaron's time. Like, which I know is once again a thing that, it can be a good and a bad thing, but it can also hinder relationships. It can also, like I said, be a good or a bad thing. So working on myself as well as my inner peace is something that I've been working so hard on. Like, starting this year, I started last year, but I wasn't so like dedicated to it. So now this year I try to just dedicate my time to more positive things, more things that are beneficial. So I started going to the gym every single day after work, which has been helping a lot, and just not even physically, but it's been helping a lot mentally, just being able to be committed to something, to dedicate my time to something, to push myself, and to know that each day I have to go harder than I did yesterday. So that's one thing I started doing. I started writing down my goals. So every month I have a new set of goals and trying to accomplish the goals as much as I can. And one goal that has stuck with me every single last month is gaining self-confidence, self-love, and self-care and accountability. Like, I just want to be able to love me for me, not to continue to put myself down, continue to take the time to work on me, to push myself harder each and every day. And to just stop giving up on myself. Like, I can't believe in somebody else and push somebody else to their limits and not push myself. Like, I have to live by the words that I preach. Like, I tell people all the time, like, don't give up on yourself. Keep pushing. Like, I don't care how hard it get, keep pushing. And I feel like I have to do that for myself. I feel like I have to start to love myself even more, to just, I don't know, like, as I tell you guys all the time, like, you are beautiful. Regardless of what anybody has to say about you, you are beautiful. You are the shit. Like, I'm sorry, but you are. No matter what's going on in life, just continue to put yourself first. And I know, like I said, I have to work on it. I will be the first to admit my flaws. I definitely have to work on it. I definitely have to continue to push myself, continue to stay dedicated, and to reach all of my goals. Because setting goals, like, it seems so simple. Like, oh, I'm writing it down on a piece of paper and I'm setting goals for the month. But being able to accomplish accomplished those goals and looking back on all that you've achieved and just setting your mind to certain things, like it's just a whole different mental state, because now you're just so, like, you're putting your hard work into something that's so positive, like, so I don't even know what you want to call it, but something that's going to benefit you in life. Like, me setting these goals is just, I don't know, it just makes me feel so good inside. Like, I'm just trying to be a better me each and every day. Like I said, we all have flaws, we all go through things, but you have to put yourself first. You have to love yourself. You have to give yourself your all. Like, yeah, you may be the best girlfriend to somebody else and you may be the best boyfriend to somebody else, but if you can't love yourself, you'll never be extremely happy. You'll never be extremely satisfied because you don't love yourself. So loving yourself is so important. So thank you guys so much for listening to me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Drop down some comments of some things that you guys want to talk to me about, your opinions. Like, I want to hear it all. Like, if you feel the way that I feel, let me know. If you disagree with what I'm saying, let me know. Like I said, any topics that you guys want to talk about. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I haven't even pulled out the driveway. Like, I have somewhere to be in 30 minutes. But yeah, thank you guys so much again for watching. Thank you so much for supporting me and subscribing to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so the next time I'm gonna drop a video, you guys will know, just like that. But yeah, I'm always being goofy and always playing around and stuff like that. I'm probably like, girl, you was so serious today. And I'm so sorry for, I'm not even gonna say I'm sorry, because once again, that's me. I have to embrace myself. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and your girl is checking out. So
tipsy, and you just called and said come get me. I know I shouldn't drink and drive, but I just want